Hi soulmates, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'll be showing you guys how to recreate this beautiful high-neck Victorian corset. If this is your first time coming across my channel, please do to subscribe, like, comment, and also share. And for those subscribers, thank you all for supporting my channel. So let's dive right into the pattern draft. So here is my pattern. From the upper part, that's the starting point. I'll chop down half of my shoulder, which is 8 inches. Half of my shoulder is 8 inches. From that 8 inches, I'll come down by 1 inches for my shoulder slope. And from the 1 inches, I'll come down by 8 inches for my armhole. After I'm done doing that, I'll go ahead and roll out a straight line from my shoulder slope down to my armhole. So this is my armhole line. So now I'll measure from my shoulder to my armhole. The half there is 9 inches. I'll go ahead and track it down here also. This is 9 inches. I want to have a straight line here. So now I'll go ahead and roll out a straight line. This line here is my chest line, also known as my armhole line. So now I'll go ahead and track down my shoulder to bust. My shoulder to bust is 11 inches. Shoulder to under bust is 14 inches. Shoulder to waist is 17, and my top length is 22 inches. Okay, 11 inches, 14 inches, 17, and then 22 inches, which is my top length. After I'm done doing that, I'll connect them together. I'll draw a straight line, and this is what I have. Okay, my chest line, bust, under bust, waist, and top length. So after I'm done doing that, next I'll chalk down half of my nipple to nipple measurements. My nipple to nipple is 8 inches divided by 2. I have 4 inches. I will chalk it down from my shoulder down to my top length. Okay, from my shoulder down to my top length. Then I'll go ahead and roll a straight line. So this is what I have. So my under bust, I've come out on both sides by 1 inches. If you are very busty, go ahead and use 1.5 inches. Okay, then I'm connecting this way to my bust line. And this is what I have. So next, on my top length, I'm coming out on both sides by 0.5. Okay, I'm coming out on both sides by 0.5. Then I'll connect them this way. If you use 1.5 on your under bust, then on your top length, go ahead and use 1 inches. Okay, so this is what I have. So next, from my shoulder, I'll come down by 5 inches. I want the pointy part to start on 5 inches. Okay, if you want it to be higher, you can go ahead and come down by 4 inches. So from that 5 inches, I'll go in by 2 inches. Okay, so next, from my chest line, I'll come down by 1 inches. Then I'll go ahead and connect to my 2 inches point. Okay, this is my neckline. This is what I have. Okay, so next, I'll go ahead and divide the circumference of my bust by 4 inches. Okay, then I will chalk it down, and from that point, I'll come down by half inches. Okay, I'll come down by half inches. Then I'll connect them this way. And this is my armhole line. This is my armhole line. Okay, from my bust line, that is from my bust circumference, I came down by 0.5 and I connected this way. Okay, so after I'm done doing that, for my upper bust tightening on this line, I'll come out on both sides by 0.5. That is from my dart line, I'll come out on both sides by 0.5. Then I'm connected to my bust point. Okay, this is for my upper bust tightening, and this is what I have. So next, I'll go ahead and chalk down the circumference of my body. Okay, my bust divided by 4, I will chalk it down. My under bust divided by 4, I will chalk it down, plus my 2 inches dart. Okay, this is my 2 inches dart. I'll add it back. I'll chalk it down. Then my waist divided by 4, plus my dart. I'll measure my dart here. Okay, whatever I have here, I will add it back to my waist. Okay, Then on my top length, I'm using my hip circumference divided by 4 plus my 1 inches that. Okay, what I have there is 1 inches. Okay, then I will place it back. And after that, I'll go ahead and connect them together. Okay, from my waist to my top length, I'll be using my curve ruler. And this is what I have. Okay, this is what I have. So guys, this is all for the front pattern drafting. As you can see, this is what I have. So go ahead and start cutting it out. Okay, just watch the way I'm cutting it out. I'll cut out my darts. Just watch carefully. And this is what we have. Okay, this is our front pattern. So let's go over to the back pattern. So now on my shoulder, I'll chalk down half of my shoulder measurement. That is 16 divided by 2. I have 8 inches. I'll chalk it down. From the 8 inches, I'll come down by 1 inches for my shoulder slope, and from the 1 inches, I'll come down by 8 inches for my armhole. After that, I'll go ahead and connect them together from my shoulder slope down to my armhole. So this is my armhole line. So next, I'll measure from my shoulder to my armhole line. What I have there is 9 inches. I'll go ahead and chalk it down here also. Then I will at a straight line. This line here will serve as my chest line, also known as my armhole line. So next, from my shoulder, I'll measure my shoulder to waist. Okay, this is the back pattern. I don't need my under bust line. Okay, my shoulder to waist and then shoulder to top length. After that, I'll rule out a straight line. This is my waistline and this is my top length. Okay, my chest line, my waist, and then my top length. And this is what we have. So for this back, there's no need for that. Okay, there's no need for that. I'll just go ahead and chalk down the circumference of my body. Okay, my bust divide by 4, my waist divide by 4, and then on my top length, I'll be using my hip circumference divide by 4. There's no need for that. Okay, there's no need for that. After that, I'll go ahead and connect them together. So this is what I have. This is what I have. So after that, I'll minus 2 inches from my back. Okay, for my lacing bar, I'll go ahead and minus 2 inches from it, and this is what I have. This is my 2 inches line. Okay, so remember on the front pattern, we took out 0.5, like we came down by 0.5 from the chest line. So here on the back part, I'll also go ahead and come down by 0.5. So they both will be equal while sewing. Okay, so this line here now is my new chest line. Okay, this is my new chest line. I came down by 0.5 on the front pattern from my chest line. So here I'll also go ahead and come down by 0.5. So this is my new chest line. Okay, so after that, guys, this is what I have. This is all for the back pattern drafting. It's so simple and easy. So next, I'll go ahead and start cutting it out. Okay, this part is going out. Cut through my new chest line. And this is what I have. This is my back pattern and this is my front pattern. As you can see, the side of my front pattern and my back side are both equal. Okay, so this is what I have. The both of them are equal. This is what I have, guys. Okay, so next I'll be making use of this bra cup, this tutorial. Okay, I'll be making use of this bra cup. I'll go ahead and cut out the fabric that I'll be using to cover it up. Okay, I'll cut the fabric out. So let's start with the pattern drafting. So now I'll fold my pattern into 2. Okay, so what I'm doing here, lengthwise, then widthwise. Okay, you fold it lengthwise, then you fold it widthwise, and this is what I have. So now from this pointy part, I'll come down by 5 inches from the pointy part, I'll go ahead and come down by 5 inches, just like the way we do cut out our flea. Okay, just watch what I am doing. 5 inches, then I'll go ahead and connect them together. After doing that, I'll go ahead and cut it out. Okay, and this is what I have. So next, I'll open it up this way. From this part, I'll come down by 1.5 inches. Okay, and from this other part also, I'll come down by 1.5 inches. Then I'll go ahead and connect them to the midpoint. Connect them to the midpoint, both of them. Okay, and this is what I have. After that, I'll go ahead and cut it out. Okay, so this is what I have. So I'm using this pattern to cut out my fabric. Okay, I'm using to cut out the fabric that I'm using to cover up my bra cup. So guys, I have all my pattern here. I have my back, my front, and the one for my bra cup. Okay, this is what I have. So let's go over to cutting it out. Okay, so this is my front pattern. That's the center front. I'll place it this way. This other side will be on fold. Then I'll add 0.5 inches round. Then I'll go ahead and cut it out. Make sure you add 0.5 inches round. So after I'm done doing that, this is what I have. Okay, can you see? This is what I have. So I'll go ahead and fold my material into two this way for my side front. Okay, I'll fold it this way. Then I'll go ahead and cut it out. I'll be adding 0.5 inches round. Just watch what I am doing. Guys, for joining. Okay, just watch carefully. And this is what I have. This is my side front. I have two pieces of it. Okay, so now I'll keep that aside. I'll bring in my back. This is my back pattern. Before doing that, I'll take out 2 inches on this back side. Okay, and I'll replace it back with a fabric. So on this back part, I'll be adding eyelet to it. Okay, so I'll go ahead and cut out 2 inches from it, and I'll replace it back with a fabric. Okay, so after I'm done doing that, I'll go ahead and cut it out. Add 0.5 to an allowance round. Just watch the way I'm doing it. And this is what I have. Okay, this is what I have. I have two pieces of it. This is the center of my back. So this part, I will place it with the fabric. So this is the fabric that I'll be using. Okay, so I'll go ahead and add 0.5 to an allowance round, and I'll cut it out. This is a doll face. Okay, can you see what I have here? I'll cut out two of it, one for the left and one for the right. Okay, and make sure you're cutting it on fold. Fold your fabric into two before cutting it out. So this part now, I'll be adding my eyelets to it. Okay, so this is what I'll be having when I'm done sewing. Okay, and I'm also gonna need to cut out fabric for my bra cup. This is what I have. I'll be using this particular material to cover up my bra cup. Both my main fabric and my line, I have them here. Okay, so I'll be using this particular material for my bone casing. This one on my hand now. The width is 2 inches. I'll be using it for my bone casing. So guys, we're done with the cutting out. Okay, both the main fabric, my bra cup fabric, and also for the boning casing. So now I'll go ahead and join this part. Okay, this is the front. I'll go ahead and join them. I'll be joining it on the right side. Okay, so this is what I have. This is my wrong side. This part now you are seeing now is the front. Okay, this part you are seeing right now is the front. I'll go ahead and trim it out. This part is the front, remember. I'll go ahead and trim it out. So this is what I have, guys. So now we'll go over to the sewing machine so I can show you guys the sewing process. Okay, so this is what we have over here, and this part, as you can see, is the right side. Like this part you are seeing here with the seam line is our right side. So I'll go ahead and use my bone casing to cover it up. Okay, cover all my seam lines. Okay, so first I'll fold my bone casing into two. Just watch what I'm doing. I'll fold it into two this way, then I'll place it on the line, on my seam line, and I will sew very close to my seam line. Okay, just watch the way I'm doing it. Sew very close to the seam line. Okay, then I'll go ahead and cover it up this way. Can you see what I'm doing over here? And this is what I have, guys. So can you see? This is what I have. So I put the same process on this other side. Fold my bone casing into two, sew very close to the seam line. Sew carefully, okay? Sew very close to the seam line. And after that, then you feel like you turn it over this way and go ahead and sew like top stitch on it also. And this is what we have, okay? As you can see, it's looking so neat. This is the back and this is the front, guys. Can you see? So now I'll do the same thing on the center front. Okay, on the center front, I'll do the same thing. I'll fold my bone casing into two, then sew it down, then turn it over and top stitch on it. I want to show you guys the sewing process, okay? And this is what I have over here. So now I'll go ahead and sew on this line, like I'll sew multiple lines, okay? I'll sew multiple lines. I'll sew here, here, and also here too, okay? I'll be doing that off camera. So guys, after I was done sewing it down, this is what I have. Can you see? It's looking so neat. This is what I have. Okay. So now I'll go ahead and join the back to the front. Make sure you are joining to the right side. Join on the right side, okay? So I'll go ahead and join them together this way. After that, I'll trim out the excess. Like make sure you trim it out this way. So after I was done joining the both sides, this is what I have. So next, I'll go ahead and cover it up with my bone casing. I'll bring it this way and then fold it into two. Okay. Now I'll sew very close to the same line. After that, I will turn it over and top stitch on it. Can you see what I'm doing right now? And then top stitch on it, okay? Then this is what I have. And cover this part also up. This is my right side. This part is my right side. So I'm sewing on the right side, okay? And this is what I have, guys. Can you see? This is the inside of it. As you can see, it's looking so neat. And this is the outside. That's the right side of it. This is what I have, guys. So next, I'll go ahead and sew the upper part. Okay, I'll cover it up. I'll fold my fabric into two this way. Place it on the wrong side this way. Then I'll go ahead and sew it down. This part, make sure you are sewing carefully. Okay, turn it this way and continue sewing. Can you see? I want to show you guys like the sewing process. Okay, I want it to be very detailed. So after I was done sewing, this is what I have. Okay, so now I'll go over and turn it. I'll turn it out and top stitch on it. But before then, make sure you trim out the excess. Okay, trim out the excess so that it will relax after you are done sewing. So after I was done doing that, I'll turn it to the right side this way and I'll top stitch on it. Okay, make sure you are sewing carefully so you can have a neat work. So this part you push it inside and turn it over, like continue your sewing. Okay, and guys, after I was done sewing, this is what I have. As you can see, it's looking so neat. This is what I have. So now I'll be adding this part to it. There is this part that I'll be adding my eyelets. I'll go ahead and fold it this way. Fold in your 0.5 this way, and then you sew it down. Okay, fold in 0.5 and then you sew it down. So after doing that, you go ahead and fold it in this way and top stitch on it. Okay, pin it down and then you sew it down. I don't want this video to be too long. Okay, so I'm trying to be fast. Pin it down, then you go ahead and sew and top stitch on it this way. So this is what I have. So this upper part, I'll go ahead and push it inside, then I will sew it down. Okay, so this is what I have after I was done sewing that part. So I will do the same process on the other side, and this is what I have. I'm done sewing the two sides, and this is what I have, guys. Can you see? It's looking so neat. So now I'll be sewing two lines on this part. Okay, I'll add boning on this part and this part, and in between the boning is where I'll be adding my eyelet. Okay, so I'll sew down two lines. Just watch what I am doing. This is the first line, then I'll sew on that line. So in between these two lines is where I'll be adding my eyelet. Can you see? I'll add my boning on the lines, then in between I'll add my eyelets. So this is what I have, guys. Okay, I'll add my boning on the two lines, and in between I'll be adding my eyelets. So guys, this is what I have after I was done sewing. Okay, so you can see it's looking so neat. So now I'll go ahead and insert my boning instead of it this way. Okay, just watch the way I'm doing it. Inside my boning in all the lines. So watch carefully. see? So after I was done doing that, this is what I have. I'm done putting my bowing in all the lines. So now I'll go ahead and cover up the base. Fold your fabric into two this way. Fold in 0.5 and fold it into two. Then place it under your fabric and sew. Okay, go ahead and sew it down. Just watch carefully. So fold it in this way and then sew. So after sewing, I'll go ahead and trim out the excess. Okay, I'll go ahead and trim out the excess. Then fold my fabric, fold it outside this way and top stitch on it. Can you see? Then I'll go ahead and top stitch on it. So go ahead and top stitch on it. Just watch what I am doing. Okay. So carefully to give your work a neat finishing. And this is what I have, guys. As you can see, it's looking so neat. This is what I have. Okay. This is what I have. So guys, I'm done with this particular part. That is the main fabric. I'll go over and sew my bra cup cover. Okay. I'm adding my bra cup instead of it this way. So now I'll bring in my bra cup fabric. I'll right side facing right side. I will sew it down. I will sew them down this way. This is my main fabric. Then this is my lining part. I'll also go ahead and sew it down. Okay. Also go ahead and sew it down. So after I'm done doing that, I'll go ahead and give it a good press. Okay. So guys, I'm done pressing it and this is what I have. So next, I'll go ahead and place my bra cup instead of it this way. Can you see? Then I'll sew it round. I'll place it instead of it this way. Then I'll go ahead and sew it round. Just watch what I am doing. I'll go ahead and sew it round. So after I'm done sewing this part, I'll also go ahead and sew this other side too. And this is what I have. Okay. So now I'll go ahead and trim it out. I can trim out this excess. Okay. I'll trim it round. And this is what I have. So next, I'll bring in the lining. Okay. Right side facing right side this way. Can you see? Right side facing right side. And I will sew the upper part of it. I will sew just the upside of it. Okay. Just watch carefully. So after I'm done sewing, I'll go ahead and trim out the excess. Okay, I've done that already. Then I'll top stitch on my bra cup. Okay, I'll push in my lining this way inside. Then I'll top stitch on my bra cup. I don't want my lining to be coming out. Okay, then I'll push it inside this way. Then I'll top stitch on my bra cup. After I was done doing that, this is what I have. Okay, can you see? This is what I have. So now I'll go ahead and sew the down part. Make sure your lining is relaxed inside, okay? Then you go ahead and sew it round. Make sure your lining is relaxed, like it's relaxed inside. Then you sew it round. Can you see? Sew it round and trim out the excess. So this is what I have. Can you see? I'm done doing the both side and this is what I have. So next I'll go ahead and place my bra cup on my fabric. Okay, make sure you stop at exactly on your underbust and then you hand tack it, okay? This part, hand tack it down and also hand tack this part down. Okay, so guys, this is all for today's tutorial. Okay, after we are done hand tacking it, that is all. So thank you all for watching. See you guys in my next class. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, comments, and also share, and also turn on your bell buttons for more videos. Okay, so bye.